because we're gonna do another one just to show you guys. The good thing my dad taught me how to drive trailers when I was little. At least I literally started driving trailers when I was like 12. Dang! Came out sick. It was crazy. I literally used like the auto settings. And look at that thing. Shit, it's fire! So the issue we have is that the truck literally has no suspension on it at all. And it's gonna be really hard to go up the ramps because they're open end ramps, so they're not flat. And I don't have a winch. I don't want to buy a winch right now. But what I do have is this engine hoist. So I bought this like 5 years ago and never used it. You can see how dirty it is. So we're gonna use this to pull the truck into the trailer. So it attaches to the mount right there. It basically gives the support so it doesn't fly off when you start winching. So we don't know. I mean, it looks good. It might stay like this for a while until I get an actual winch, or I might get a bigger trailer because we need something bigger for things we're about to do. Are you fucking kidding? Look at this dude. Look. I showed him those things. Like shit. Showed him those things, and this dude tells me it looks like his welds. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, so it's on the trailer now. I just gotta replace 2 pieces of wood on the trailer, and that's it. Still for sale. Never been wrecked. Never been drifted. I know what it's worth. Don't know about me. That was not fun to do, but here's the trailer in the back. Repo's ready to go whenever I'm done. And I might leave this thing back here because lately a bunch of people's trucks have been getting stolen. Like Angel guy's truck was stolen in the trailer. My boy Radio guy's truck was stolen. So I'm just gonna be careful with this thing and just leave it back here so no one can fuck with it pretty much. So I'm probably just gonna park it in the corner over here and then it'll be safe so no one can steal my truck. I love this big old shitty truck. Mochi, what is going on? You're gonna really tell everyone the big plans we have? Don't show my dirty knees, man. We're working. Alright, so big news. We're not moving to Florida. I'm not LS swapping my FC. What was the other ones? I'm actually closing the shop in California and moving back to Virginia. We've been planning this move for about a year and a half now, but we haven't really said anything about it. Basically set everything into effect once we're in Virginia for shutdown. So I had pretty much to sit down with Mike and just discuss basically what we wanted to do, what we're gonna do with the shop, the channel. He's rocking the chair. I think I've been here for about 6, almost 7 years, and it was cool. I mean, everything I did was like really cool. A lot of people I met was like, I appreciate everyone I met, all the opportunities that we basically got from me being here. But deep down, I was basically always kind of, I don't want to say sad, I was just like, kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't lonely, I wasn't sad, I had a bunch of friends, but I just always had a void, like basically because I never had family with me. So it's been like one thing that's always bugged me about being out here in California myself is I have no family. So I started planning on moving shops. Last shop that I was at, to go from that shop to this shop, it was a big step. This shop is way nicer, but at the same time it was super expensive. So to move to this shop, I ended up having to sell my FD, and that's when I figured out that it wasn't worth it being out here because I had to sell my car basically to open a new shop. I mean, I know everyone makes sacrifices, but to me it was just like a little too much because that car lost some mail value to me. So I started thinking what would be the next move for this shop and for me pretty much because I didn't want to end up being in California forever. So we started thinking, we were thinking a bunch of different things like Florida, Texas, but nothing really like came to mind because it's a big step. Like to move the shop is not cheap, and to be here is not cheap either. Like believe it or not, my little shop right here is almost $4,000 a month. My shop in Virginia is $4,000, and he has 12 more bays than I do. I only got 3. So that's one thing that why I want to move shops is basically because rent here is way too much. All the bills you have to pay here is way too much. So to me, cost-wise, I have to basically just like watch what I spend on my own cars because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to pay the rent. And out here, it's like it just gets too crazy. Another reason why I chose to close the shop is due to the fact that our lease is up in California. Like for this shop is up, and to move to a new shop, first thing you do is find a location. We can actually get permits and get the license and everything, which is not really easy in LA because basically all the cities want shops out of LA. So you have to go to Riverside or somewhere else, which I don't want to go. So I had to find a location. You need a sick down payment, like 15 grand and up for a down payment to get into the shop, and then plus moving costs. Moving costs is a lot to move the shop. Last reason why I'm choosing to move out of California is if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you probably didn't notice, but we have a huge surprise, like me and Mochi. So that happened. So yeah, that happened, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm moving out of California. My girlfriend being pregnant is a big reason why I'm moving out, because to me, since I don't like California, I don't see how I'm gonna like it having a baby. So I need space. I need to be out of here. I need to be in a place somewhere that I can actually be like have a good mental health pretty much. And I have a pretty big supportive family, so I want to go to Virginia, and I want to see my kid grow with his grandparents. That's like one of the reasons why. I'm already said that I'm missing Mike's baby like a lot. I think like I only go there like twice a year, and every time I go there, I get my heart broken because literally Mike's daughter does not know who I am because she never sees me. So I don't want to do that to my daughter. So I want to be basically close to family that can actually enjoy the baby as much as I'm going to enjoy the baby too. I actually made like a little list so I don't get lost. Is what I'm saying. All right, so plans for the shop in California. I'm planning on moving in December to Virginia. So cars got shipped out. Customers that wanted, basically they were loyal and wanted to continue their bills with us. They got the chance to get their car shipped to Virginia to get finished by me and my brother. So customers' cars got shipped out. About 7 of them went, 7 to 8 cars went to Virginia. I got my car shipped out to Virginia, and the plans for the shop now that I have is I to bring a shipping container in to basically have to put all this stuff in boxes so it doesn't get messed up and put it in a container. I have to put all the engines. I think I have like about like almost 60 engine blocks that are my own engine blocks. I have to load out to the engine. I have to load the libs, storage racks, toolbox, everything into a container shipped to Virginia. So I still have a lot of work to do. On top of that, I have to finish. I got 3 FCs. I have an RX3 and an RX and an FD I have to finish before December. So we were keeping everything really quiet because I obviously didn't really want anyone to like know that I'm leaving because people freak out. But right now, basically, it's like you can't keep driving it for too long. So I have about a month and a half to finish all these cars, which is pretty easy for me. And then Mike's actually coming out here because he can't make it right now. He's having another baby, so he can't basically leave his girlfriend alone, come help me. But he's coming out here and my friend Gil to drive back to Virginia. So this thing needs to get done. It's like 99% done as far as like putting the link ECU in. But to drive this car back to Virginia, I have to do wheel bearings, refreshing the tie rods, refreshing the fuel system, and tune it. And this thing should be ready to go back to Virginia with no issues. I have to raise the RX-8 up probably like a half an inch because it's not going to break. Cause Mike's going to drive the RX-8, so I don't trust Mike that well, so I have to like raise the car up a little bit. And the plan that we have right now is to leave before December. Hopefully we don't run into snow, because if we run into snow, then we're going to be into the issue because this car, I'm not racing the FC up. And even though our RX-8 race stuff is like still too low, so we're going to run into issues with snow, so hopefully we don't run into that issue. And that's about it. Hopefully we get everything done in time because I do not want to miss the baby being born, because that's going to be, I'm probably going to get killed for it if I'm not there.